Welcome everyone, you lucky people, to another edition of the Canadian Saint, coming to you from the wonderful country of Canada, where it is a balmy +3 degrees out today. So before we get to the video, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a disclaimer here, and that is that this video might piss some people off, maybe. And also, there might be some foul language involved, so if that bothers you, don't watch the video. But anyway, let's get to it. So, as the title of the video suggests, today we're going to be talking about motorcycle morons. And I mean specifically people who do stunts. Now, not everybody who does stunts, just a particular set of people. Now, I am not a big fan of social media, to be honest with you. I went for a long time without having any, and that kind of sounds weird from a guy who has a YouTube channel and Instagram, but I really was not interested that much in it before. But I see more and more every time I go on, especially Instagram, I see guys doing a lot of stunts on their bikes, mostly wheelies, guys, you know, standing up on the back of their bikes. They've got their feet out onto the pavement, or they're reaching back and dragging their hand on the ground while they're popping a wheelie. My issue is with it is where they're doing this. A lot of these, well, idiots are doing this on public highways or in city streets. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to be doing that there, you are a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Now, that being said, if you're somebody who, say, does that for a living, maybe you work on movies, or you do it at bike shows, or you do it in a controlled environment, or it's somewhere where there's no one around, that's one thing. But doing it down a public street or a highway where there's traffic going the other way, you're a complete moron. You're an idiot. And yeah, it looks cool, but frankly, you're stupid. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I always follow the rules and, oh, I never break any traffic laws or anything like that, because quite frankly, I do from time to time. You know, everybody speeds here and there, stuff like that. But these guys are quite frankly asinine, because the one thing I don't do, even if I am breaking a traffic law here and there, is I don't drive like a complete friggin' asshole down public roads. You've got pedestrians, you've got other cars coming, and these guys are riding around in tennis shoes, shorts, short sleeve shirts, no helmets. Now, I don't always wear, you know, the proper gear, as you'd say. You know, jeans and a short sleeve shirt, sure, I do that quite often. But I don't drive like a fucking asshole down the street while I'm doing it. These guys can't see the other cars coming. They can't see if there's a kid gonna cross the street, but they drive like fucking assholes anyway. Now, I'm sure a lot of these guys are gonna say that, oh, nothing will ever happen to me because I have such control over the machine. I've done this hundreds of times, there's no problem. And you know what? Some of these guys may have absolute control over their machine, and a lot of them are probably a lot better riders than me. However, if you think that you're one of these people that, oh, it'll never happen to me, you should go talk to Indian Larry. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you can't, because unless you're going to do a seance, you're not going to talk to him because he's dead. He died doing a motorcycle stunt at a motorcycle show in a controlled environment. The problem was he wasn't wearing a helmet, standing up on his bike, lost control, whatever, sun got in his eyes, I don't know, he fell, he wrapped his head, he died. And that's a guy who is riding for decades. He was a professional stuntman, and he still died due to an accident. And it can happen to these idiots who think that they're invincible out on the highway. Now you may be sitting there saying to yourself, oh, you're just old, or you're just jealous, or you know what, why would you even bring this up? What do you have to say about it? Are you some sort of motorcycle expert? No, I am not an expert. I am very far from a motorcycle expert in any way, shape, or form. But what I am, and what I suppose most of you probably don't know, is that I am a former EMT slash paramedic, whatever you want to call it. And I've been to a lot of accidents. I've seen a lot of crashes. I've seen bodies, I've seen arms and legs ripped off. I've seen brains literally sprayed across the concrete. Okay, I've been to motorcycle accidents. I've been to crashes where some of these guys have just drove straight into the back of a bus and now they'll never walk again. And that's the problem I see with a lot of these fucking idiots out here that are riding like that. They're not taking that into consideration. I've seen what happens because, yeah, sure, it might look cool, and it does look cool. You got an awesome video, great. You can put a post on Instagram, might get 1 million views. Hey, that's great. That's really, really cool. It's so impressive. But you know what's even cooler? Having a tube coming out of your dick and a bag on your side that you shit into because you can't move from below the neck. That's what's cool. That's really going to get you the chicks. And I'm not saying that to make fun of anybody who is in that situation. I'm just trying to put across, like, that is what you're risking. On top of that, you've also got, like I say, other people are on that road. If somebody hits you, you've got to deal with either that person getting hurt or maybe killed, or having to live with knowing the fact that they killed you. Or you hit some kid who runs out from behind a car because you're not watching and you run them over. That's going to make a real cool video. Like, just fantastic. Now, I'm not a big fan of getting up on a soapbox and yapping and telling everybody this is what you should do. I don't like doing it. I wasn't even sure if I should do this video because, like I say, I'm not exactly the biggest follower of rules to begin with, but I see it too much, and it bothers me because I've seen the aftermath of it, and I think people should, you know, like, get a brain. If you're gonna do it somewhere out where no one's around. Do it on an empty parking lot. I don't care, but don't do it down public streets. Don't do that. But it just seems today's environment, everybody's got to have social media. Everybody wants to be famous. They've got to put these posts up. And, you know, like, I mean, eating Tide Pods was a big thing. Like, how stupid can you get? And it just seems like these guys are taking unnecessary risks, risking, you know, killing themselves or breaking their own necks and possibly other people's. And I just felt like I had to say something just to get it off my chest. So really, that's the video for today. It was just a rant. I just wanted to get it off my chest because I see it way too often, and you know, maybe I'm just old. I don't know, but I just think some of these guys need to grow a fucking brain and take a little more precautions before they go out there and act like complete idiots. But anyway, that's it. If you like this video, great. If you didn't like my opinion, I don't really care. And other than that, I want you guys to have yourself a little drink. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until we talk again, see you later.